I've already done several videos on the new Fire TV Stick 4K Select, but today I want to give you my real thoughts, because here's the truth. This stick is a trap. It's a downgrade from Amazon's older models and missing two key features that makes this $40 price tag a massive compromise. On the surface, it looks like a great deal. 4K, HDR10+, and the new Vega OS for $40. But if you buy this Select model, you're actually losing far more than the $10 you save. And honestly, while this might be perfect for my kids' TV or my nan who just wants something simple that works, it's definitely not a stick I'll be using myself. Let's break down exactly what Amazon isn't telling you. First, before I absolutely roast this thing, let's give credit where it's due. For $40, you get 4K Ultra HD, HDR10 and HDR10+ support, and all the big apps. It's got a faster quad-core CPU than the old HD model, and on paper it looks solid. The real story here though is what's under the hood. The switch to Vega OS. This is a Linux-based operating system, a clean break from the old Android-based Fire OS. Now, Amazon says it's faster, more efficient and future-proof. And in initial testing, yes, it feels snappy. But this new engine comes with a price tag far higher than $40. Amazon control. The reason this stick is called the Select model is because Amazon selected to take features out. You are not buying an upgraded budget stick. You are buying a compromised version of the older one. Missing feature number one, Dolby Vision. Look, your $40 stick streams 4K great, but if you have a modern 4K TV, the kind people are buying today, you are going to want Dolby Vision. This is the premium HDR format that gives you the best colours and contrast on services like Netflix, Disney Plus and Apple TV. The older, standard Fire TV Stick 4K supports Dolby Vision. This new, cheaper stick does not. Your picture quality on thousands of movies and shows will be noticeably worse. Missing feature number two is Dolby Atmos. Now, if you have a soundbar or home theatre, this is another huge downgrade. The Select stick does not have native Dolby Atmos decoding. It can only pass through the audio signal. For just $10 more, the older stick offered a significantly better and more reliable audio experience. It also ships with less RAM, just 1 GB. Now, Amazon claims Vega OS is more efficient, but we all know what happens to streaming sticks with minimal RAM after a few months of app updates. They get sluggish. And this time you can't fix it. But the biggest reason advanced users and enthusiasts should completely avoid this device is the final, undeniable consequence of the Vega OS switch. No sideloading. The trade-off, of course, is freedom. Sideloading is how you install custom software, utility tools, and the crucial apps that Amazon doesn't approve, like certain web browser versions or third-party apps. By locking the OS away from Android, Amazon has locked you out of control. This move isn't about giving you a better stick. It's about giving Amazon a better way to control its ecosystem and show you more ads. If you want a cheap 4K stick that still allows for that powerful user freedom, you need to look at alternatives. Stick with the older Fire TV 4K or 4K Max while they still run Android, or check out the budget options from this previous video where I break down 3 budget 4K streaming sticks that still allow sideloading. So is the Fire TV Stick 4K Select worth it? If you are a basic user who just needs Netflix, Prime Video and a 4K picture and you don't care about Dolby Vision or custom apps, then yes, $40 is a reliable entry-level price. You will love the simplicity. But if you are a home theatre enthusiast or an advanced user who wants the best picture quality, the best sound, or the freedom to install any app you want, do not buy this stick. Amazon cut out crucial features to hit that $40 price point. Spend $10 more for the older model or wait for a sale on the 4K Max. So that's my honest take on the Fire TV Stick 4K Select. It's cheap, it's simple, but for anyone who values freedom, customization, or premium features, this just isn't for you. If you've watched my other videos on this stick, you already know I've covered it from every angle, and this one pretty much seals the verdict for me. But do you agree with me? Has Amazon gone too far with control, or do you think Vega OS actually makes sense for more casual viewers? Let me know in the comments. I'll be reading through them as always. And if you want to keep the conversation going, make sure you're following me over on X and check out my second channel, unboxd.tech, for more tech reviews. And if you want to join the members chat group, hit that join button below to get access. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.